Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul if you're new here. You guys, if you are an original viewer, we are going to hop back to my pop-up reading roots, so to speak, and start from scratch with the shuffling. I felt called to leave this rather open this time around, although if this reading did find you and the title stood out to you, and you decided to click on it, then you can trust that this reading found you for a reason. But as of right now, it's a mystery to me. I'm not quite sure of what's going to be uncovered here today, what this message needs to be for the collective. So let's dig down into it. Hold on a second. Somebody is feeling like they have a distorted lens over themselves right now. Yeah. Some of you guys are like, you're viewing yourself with a distorted lens. Yeah, oh, for sure. This is going to be an interesting message for sure. All right, so we have the desert, we have the judge, we have the mask, and we have the shapeshifter coming out. And this combination is clear as day to me. Some of you guys really are like viewing yourselves through a distorted lens. Could be about another person as well. Maybe right now, the way that you are viewing the world is just a little bit less than accurate. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me fix my camera a bit. I'm going to pull tarot. And yes, I'm still recovering from the flu. It's going to be a few more days. Yeah, you guys need to, like, there's a need for you to pour more compassion into the way that you view yourself and others. Some of you guys might have some, like, built-up resentments or traumas. That, yeah, there's something you're stuck on from the past. We have Cancer and Capricorn representing now, just so everybody knows. But yeah, there's something about you being stuck on the past, stuck in some type of inaccurate or unhealthy mindset. Maybe some traumas are creeping in through the back door, and it's distorting the way that you view yourself and other people. And it's something that needs to be addressed. So I don't know. Maybe some of you guys could benefit from therapy, for example, going to therapy. So yeah, talking things through with family and friends with an open mind, being more willing to listen to other sides of the story or other perspectives could really help at this time. There's a new beginning coming for you though. Once you like start to tap into all sides of yourself and you start loving all elements of who you are as a person, it's like a new beginning is going to start unfolding for you. But first you have to be really honest and direct with yourself about what's going on with this distorted lens that you have. And again, this could be about another person too. Maybe you've been seeing a specific person through a distorted lens. But yeah, I don't know, you're feeling really burdened right now over this. I think that you are somewhat conscious of this. Like, you're aware that you have these tendencies or these patterns, and you're likely to be aware of the fact that they're interfering with other relationships in your life, not just the romantic ones, but maybe your familial ones or your friendship relationships as well, maybe even with your coworkers. But there's something about you being like overly critical about yourself and or other, okay? Where you're like choosing to see more of the negative side of things versus the light side of things. Or it could also be vice versa, where you're like ignoring the darker sides of yourself or other people and only favoring the light sides. And universe is saying, like, hold up a minute, because we are all multi-dimensional and multifaceted beings. We all have good sides and we all have bad sides, and that's okay. That's part of what makes us human. That's what part of what drives the whole universe is this cosmic duality between good and bad and light and dark, right? You can't have light without darkness. We need that beautiful contrast, right? So it's important for you to love the contrast within yourself as well. You know, if there are elements of you that you really just do not like at all whatsoever, and you know that they're not healthy for you, for example, well, that's something to address in therapy or to like work through. But I'm talking about, like, you know, we all have a little bit of selfish tendencies, or we all have a little bit of, you know, like every human being has a little bit of like narcissistic tendencies within them too. In fact, that's one of the stages of development that children have to go through, is like learning to separate from those narcissistic tendencies in favor of the whole instead of the self, the individual. But we all have little bits and pieces of those tendencies in us, and that's just part of what makes us human at the end of the day. Okay. But yeah, some of you guys could benefit from therapy is what I'm seeing here. And also there's just like, there's a need for you to just be raw, real, open, and honest with yourself about what's going on underneath the surface instead of trying to hide from it, or feel like bound to it, like you're chained or stuck to it, because you can be free. You can free yourself from these mindsets and these patterns. You just need to like figure it out, you know, take a little bit of time to introspect, talk things through. Like I said, go to therapy if you think you need to get some support. And then once you do that, it's like the universe really wants to deliver this beautiful new beginning and like take the burdens off your back. You're going to feel so much lighter and freer like a dove once you let this go. So that's an awfully specific message. Let's get a couple angel numbers out for you, actually. Let's get some angel numbers is what I'm feeling called to do next for you guys. This is very interesting. Yeah, this like went flying off the deck right away. We have 999 with release, okay? So there's something you need to let go of. 999 is all about the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new. Balance, finances, success, wealth cycles, what goes around comes around. Yeah, karma, release. There's like one chapter of your life that really needs to come to a close. It might be something that you're getting rather stuck and hung up on, but it's time to let it go, let it free. Maybe at one point in time it served you on your journey, but you've grown since then, or it's time for you to grow past it. You're like outgrowing your flower pot, dear. It's time for you to like hop into something new. This is interesting too, the way these came out. Do you see the numbers? We have 0505 and 0550. So fives are all about change and zeros are all about new beginnings. So once you release this and you let this go, what I'm seeing here for you is that you are going to have a new beginning, okay? There's going to be a big change that comes, and you're going to have a beautiful, bright new beginning that comes shortly after that. You just have to have the faith, and you need to trust in the process. That's all, okay? Unexpected shift, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, and gut feeling. So this isn't going to be like a negative thing. Once you start like shifting your focus and shifting your energy and your attention and doing this inner work, it's going to be a positive shift. You're going to start loving yourself more. You're going to start loving others more. You're going to start growing in positive ways, and overall it's just going to be beautiful for you, okay? You just have to let go of some unhealthy mindsets and viewpoints, because again, you might be viewing things through a distorted lens right now. Yeah, the eye candy. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're seeing things through like a negative distorted lens, or like you're like a melancholy lens or something like that. Maybe you are like I have been in the past, where I've wanted to see the good in every single person. And although, yes, there is good in every single person, we are all meant to be bright, shining lights in this universe. Not every single person is the brightest bulb in the shed. And I don't mean that like intelligence-wise. I mean that in the sense that, you know, I'm a light worker and I'm an empath, and I have this uncanny ability to see the beauty in every single human being, right? But as a child, I didn't know what those gifts were. So even the people that wanted to take advantage of me or use me, or you know, they had less than positive intentions towards me, I could still, like, for some reason, I would only see the positives in them. And it's like I had a distorted lens where I would refuse to see that they had negative traits, or that they might not have my best interest in heart, because deep down inside, I know who I am, and I genuinely do have good intentions with every single person that I meet. I genuinely want to love them. I genuinely want to be a positive person in their world. But not every single human has those same beautiful intentions that I do. And it was a big learning curve for me to get over my distorted lens and start recognizing that not every single human being has positive intentions towards you. And although that's an unfortunate realization to have, it's an important one, because in this world you have to know how to differentiate between people that want to be in your court with you, on your side, and those who want to use you and take advantage of your kindness. So again, a distorted lens doesn't always have to be like a negative seeming one where you're like negatively viewing other people. You might almost be glorifying people too much. So just be aware of it. Just be aware. More self-awareness and introspection can never hurt, okay? But to hop back to this card, it's the eye candy: intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow, potential, and romance, okay? So take what you want from those cards, and also there's a little bit of information down below the lines as well if you'd like to dive into that, although I'm not feeling very much called to pull from that right now, you guys. I'm feeling called to pull from my Angels deck, and sometimes we get yes or no questions out of these. So if you have a yes or no question, ask it now. We might get a yes or no answer. I will let you know if that is the case, okay? Some type of big changes are coming for you a year from now. And you guys, I know some of you out there are panicking like, what, a year from now? That's so long. I can't wait a year for this. But no, my dear. That might just be like the full culmination of this change that you're going to be going through, okay? You're going to be seeing changes before a year from now if you go on this path, but you know, maybe like the full result or something major on the journey is going to happen a year from now. And in the grand scheme of things, you guys, a year really is not that much time. It's just not. If you look at the vastness of the entire universe, like the whole cosmos, a year is a joke. Like, it's absolutely nothing. Even 100 years is a joke. It doesn't matter, okay? Now, in this, like, in a human's lifetime, a year is a significant thing. To sacrifice a year for something is indeed a sacrifice. You know, it's a little bit of a chunk of your life here. But when it comes to your personal and spiritual growth journey, again, a year is essentially nothing, because this is a permanent shift that you're undergoing. So take your time. Don't, worry so much about the timeline of things. Kind of take things day by day and try to stay in the present moment. And that's really going to help things to feel like they're speeding up a lot faster than if you were like just waiting by the clock every day, waiting and hoping and detaching to outcomes with how soon something needed to shift or change in your reality. Just let the universe bring it to you according to divine timing. Make sure that you are also communicating clearly, not only with yourself, but with others and with your divine team, with what you really want to manifest into your reality. Make sure that you get real crystal clear on what you actually want your life to look like, and start taking those small steps to get there as well. Sometimes we have to meet our spiritual team halfway. It's not just something that we snap our fingers, kick back, and wait for. Sometimes you do need to take inspired action and meet the universe halfway for your manifestations. So it's really important that you get crystal clear on what you want to bring into your reality. And right now, if it's this mindset shift, if you want to shift your mentality, shift your mindset, and start getting rid of this distorted lens, be really clear about that with yourself, with others, and with your divine team, so that you can get the proper assistance that you need to make that happen for you, okay? Assistance in the 3D and in like the 5D with your spiritual team, okay? Let's get one more card out for you guys. Yep, definitely. I mean, we have release and let go. There's definitely something you need to let go of, okay? It's likely this mindset. And again, keep in mind, big time changes, especially like mindsets and ideas and, patterns that we've carried for the majority of our life. It's not something necessarily that we're going to snap our fingers and everything's just going to be different in an instant. Be patient with yourself as you like, you can slowly release, you can do a slow release, you guys. Like, you don't have to just wake up and let all this go and, you know, drive yourself crazy. Like, you can slowly let things go. You can take your time. There's no rush. There truly is no rush. Maybe that's part of why this card came out too, was to show you guys that there's really no rush in this process. In the grand scheme of things, you're a soul in a body here to have experiences and learn very valuable lessons. So taking even a year or 5 years to get to a certain end goal or end point is not that long, because you're here, like, your soul could be thousands of years old, you guys. Okay? Take your time. There's no rush. It's okay, I promise. And the universe is going to help you every step of the way. Okay? All right, let's get some tiles for confirmation. This could spell out your name, could spell out important people in your world that are involved with this shift that you need to make. Could be just about anything, maybe a place that you live, or whatever resonates with your situation. I'm seeing Gale right away. I'm also seeing Bale and Tail. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, Tall, Ball, Y'all. Maybe some of you guys say y'all. You're from the southern United States or something. I'm also seeing sail. So sailing away, letting go of the past, releasing the negative stuff that's been holding you back, and just being free. Really, this is all about freedom for you guys again. And we also can make bat, and the bat is very reminiscent of like a 999 energy to me, letting go of the past, moving into the present, seeing past old illusions, okay? So this is really all about freedom for you guys. I see a lot more freedom coming in the near future for you, okay? So let's get a couple charms. I'm not going to get a whole lot for you guys. We're just going to get a couple. And if this reading is resonating so far and you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe and stick around for more in the future. If you guys are looking for like a specifically love reading, I have a pop-up reading playlist as well as a pick a card reading playlist on my channel. So head over there. There are lots of love readings in there. So just maybe scroll through on one of the playlists and see if any of those stand out to you. And then it's probably for you. So check it out. That's funny. Do we have pants and a shirt? Oh, that's so funny. I've never had that combo come out before. You see that? A whole little outfit. Yeah, maybe you guys need to like reinvent your style too. Maybe for some of you guys, you were conforming to somebody else's style, or you were wearing clothes that you thought would make you fit in, or that you thought that your social group would like, or somebody else would like, but it really wasn't your gig. So maybe some of you guys need to like reinvent your style, or just go through like a whole new wardrobe shift or something like that. Personally, I love fashion. I love style. I'm not like a fashionista. Like, I don't really keep up with the trends, but I absolutely love fashion, because to me, it's like, oh, that is so funny. My fashion friend is calling me right now. I don't want to say her name in case she doesn't want public recognition on YouTube, but oh, that is so funny. Anyway, you guys, clothing to me is like a form of art. It's like an expression to me, and I'm an artist at heart. So I am totally chill with like wearing, like, one day I'll be in like this total grunge get up, faux leather everything, big chains and dark heavy makeup and stuff like that. And then the very next day I'm like the girliest girly girl ever, basically like Barbie, okay? And it's all just based on what my mood is of the day, what I want to experience. And again, it's like an art form to me. It's like changing the song on my radio station or something like that. It's fun. So just be who you are authentically, whether that's through your clothing expression or, just the way you present yourself in the world. You can be who you are authentically. You don't need to follow trends or follow what other people think you should look like or be like or act like. This is your life at the end of the day. Please decide for yourself who and what you want to be like, because this is your world and this is your expression. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but if you did, drop a comment down below. Shout out to you. You are all beautiful, bright, shining stars. Now, we also have a cross. So that could be saying more time in prayer and meditation could be of assistance. If you are like an original viewer on this channel, you know I'm not afraid to say that. I am all in favor of more prayer and meditation and connecting inward, because it just brings you closer to your divine self and divine source, essentially. We also have a little fairy here, so yeah, some of you guys are living in a little bit of a fairy tale or distorted lens right now, but that's shifting. And some of you guys really just need to have more fun, okay? Some of you guys really just need to have more fun because we have that dolphin here. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Let's get you out a couple mindfulness messages real quick. Let's get you out a couple mindfulness messages, and then we are donezos for right now, you guys. We're donezos. I need to hop over and call my friend back. It's not personal. Okay. Yeah, and then we have playful. Yeah, some of you guys need to have more fun. You've been way too serious. Lighten up a little bit. Life is awfully short to be surrounded with people, places, and things that are draining your energy all the time. Okay? Playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? Exactly. Life is short, you guys. Enjoy it, please. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have nothing, or they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. Exactly, you guys. How people treat you is more of a reflection of who they are as a person rather than who you are as a person, okay? Because if you're genuinely an upbeat, happy-go-lucky, kind, loving individual, you could be having the you could be having the crappiest, worst day around, okay? And more often than not, you will still find a way to be kind to people, to hold the door open for people. You know, not saying you're perfect. Sometimes we can all be grumpuses, okay? But more or less, I'm just saying, you could be going through a really hard time, but if you're genuinely a very kind and loving individual, you will still usually find a way to treat people with kindness and love. So how people treat you is indeed more of a reflection of who they are as a person rather than who you are as a person. Never forget that. So if somebody is just like randomly very unkind to you when you didn't do anything to deserve it, they're going through a lot, and it's worth maybe saying a prayer for them, because deep down inside they might not really love themselves that much, and that's why they're being unkind to you for no reason, because deep down inside they're struggling and they're suffering. So those are the people that almost need our prayers the most. Just saying. Anyway, you guys, I'm going on all these tangents right now. I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe head over to my channel to check out some of my other videos, particularly if you were hoping for a love video today, because this one was more of a self-love video. I'll put it that way. But anyway, you guys, I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope to see you for a future video. Bye for now.